Are you keen for quinoa? I'm keen for quinoa. Love quinoa. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a demonstration on quinoa. It is very easy to make. Anybody can make it. I just wanted to give you a quick tip on how great it is and why I think it's so great. It has 9 amino acids, which several are essential amino acids. Essential amino acids are the ones that we can only get from food. We don't get them naturally from any other place. So it's packed with that. It also has protein in it. It has 4 grams of protein per 100 grams. So it's very satiating. So for people who are trying to lose weight, it can really aid in that. Even though it does have carbs in it, it is high in protein, high in amino acids. It's really healthy for you. It can help lower your blood sugars. It gives you more energy because it's packed. You don't need to eat as much, but it is, I actually like the flavor of it. It is known as a health food because it actually has so many health benefits to it. And I'm not going to go into all of those because I'm just here to give you something quick. What I like about quinoa, there are 3 different types. There's white, black, and red. I prefer the white. It just seems to, I digest it better because as you get older, certain things you digest better than others. So that's why I don't eat dairy anymore. It just doesn't work for me. I love cheese, but I don't really eat it that much. And I've actually started to try alternatives, like vegan alternatives. And I stay away from soy, but I've even tried some of those, and it's hard to compare them to the real cheese. Anyway, off topic. But anyway, I'm keen for quinoa because it tastes good, it's easy to make, it's quick, and you can have it savory or sweet. I prefer the savory. I don't really eat a lot of sweets anymore. But when I do want something sweet, if I cook up a large amount of quinoa and I can split it in half, like just plain quinoa, not adding any spices or anything to it, I can have half and add some, what would I add? What do I add now? Because I don't eat sugar. But if I have honey, I'll add honey, something natural anyway to make it sweeter. And you can just do that and add some cinnamon, some nutmeg, some 5-spice, whatever you want to do, just to give it that oomph, some vanilla. And very easy. You can add fruit with it. You can eat it hot. You can eat it cold. You can have it sweet. You can have it savory. And it cooks quickly, under 20 minutes. Mine usually takes about 12 to 15, depending on how much I'm cooking. I actually use a slow cooker, which has a quinoa setting, which was quite awesome. The first time it overcooked it, so I realized I needed to adjust the water. Usually it's 1 cup and then you double the water. So I have to double the water and then add a couple of tablespoons, and then I don't have to worry about it, nothing. What I normally do, because I don't eat a lot of sweets, is I will use a savory formula, and I sometimes will just add turmeric and cumin and sea salt and sometimes butter. Butter is good for you. It is a fat. It's good for us. Fat is your friend. Sugar is the enemy. That's what I always say. But I'll add that in with the water, stir it all up once. Put it on the quinoa setting. I don't have to worry about it. I can chop up vegetables or stir fry something and throw it on top of the quinoa. It's amazing. I can eat the quinoa by itself. It's delicious. But I usually like to have some sort of protein on top, even though it does have 4 grams of protein per 100 grams, which I think I already said. Not sure if I did or not. But you can add, scrambled egg to it, remember the fried rice we used to have in the Chinese food back in the day? I don't know if they still do that because I don't eat Chinese food down here. I don't really go out that much. I cook at home. But sometimes we'll scramble an egg and then throw it in and cook it with the quinoa like I would with fried rice. Add a bunch of delicious vegetables and have a great meal. That would be, my egg would be my protein, or sometimes of course, I love shrimp. I love shrimp. Chicken, anything, any type of meat. I'm not against meat. I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I don't eat a lot of meat only because I don't crave it that much, but I'm certainly will eat it, especially if I do go out. I will treat myself to something like that. But I don't eat a lot of pasta, white foods, white processed foods. Gave them up many years ago, and that's how I'm able to keep slim, sugar, and all those processed foods. I know this is supposed to be about quinoa, but I got off topic. Anyway, back to quinoa. Quinoa is about 5,000 years old. It is known as, it's actually grown organically by design. That's just the way it is. It is also gluten-free. I mean, there are so many things. If you look up quinoa, I'm going to try to write a blog on it, but I haven't yet. And you know, that takes a lot of time to do. So I wanted to just give you a brief tutorial on one of my favorite foods that I can eat, and it doesn't cause a huge spike in insulin. So I love that, and it has kind of a nutty flavor. Because I use a lot of spices, I don't usually taste the quinoa, but maybe that's why I like it so much. I don't know. But I have tried it on its own, and it's good. But I like, you know, I like flavorful foods, so I add my own thing to it. But again, savory and sweet, hot and cold. And it's easy to eat, it's satiating, it's healthy for us, it has an incredible amount of health benefits, such as helping aid in weight loss. I mean, if you eat only quinoa and you eat a lot of it, you're not going to lose weight, you'll gain weight because it does have protein in it. But it is one of those things that I kind of like it as my miracle food, and I really like it a lot. Anyway, that's my tutorial on quinoa and some other things that I went off topic, which kind of happens when you're not scripted and you're just kind of saying what's off the top of your head. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Have a great day. Enjoy it with your families. I'm gonna just take a break. I'm gonna make some more angry shrimp. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say to you. I did do this recipe for the angry shrimp salad, which I eat a lot of and I love it. But this angry shrimp recipe, and I have it separated from the salad, the angry shrimp recipe can be put on top of quinoa. It can be put on top of pasta. It can be put on top of a taco. I mean, you can do it, just make that and put it on top of anything. So if you do have it left over, if you make up enough like I do, I usually make up 2 to 3 portions at a time. They're in the fridge, so I can just eat it by itself, which I do with a fork, and just cold or hot, it doesn't matter. And it has this amazing spice the next day, even more so than the first day, which is really nice. Sometimes I will have another salad and put it on top because I do like my salads. And but on top of quinoa, pasta, whatever you want. So that angry shrimp, keep that recipe and use it on top of anything that you want to add a lot of spice and a lot of flavor to. Anyway, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.